Okay, we get back on this knuckle motor. It's not the next day. So, it's all been sitting here. I put towels over everything so it stays clean. Some trash off that you don't want inside your new motor. Okay, I need to mock up this oil pump here a little bit. See what we got. So, gotta figure out how we're gonna do all this. So I went ahead and blasted and painted the pump. I don't know if I showed that on the video or not, I don't remember. So the paint's dry now. It's been long enough. So I'm going to test my gear fit with the gaskets I want. I know I got to hone down or sand down that one gear. I haven't done that yet. There's our plate. Plate's all painted on the outside but not on the gasket surface, because we didn't do that. Looks like it's stuck on there though. The love tap will pop that off. There we go. So, a little paint right there on something. Not sure why that got paint on there, but probably because it wasn't a gasket tight seal. Alright, that's what they make scrapers for here. Okay, any residue off. That looks pretty good on this side. Alright, that's alright. Alright, let's do it. I'm not going to put all the insides in here, it's just what I need to make it work. Okay, that's all clean. Something I didn't do, which I probably should do, I didn't lap the ball seats on any of this stuff here. Probably wouldn't hurt to do that. So one more thing to do, I guess, now. Okay, the oil pump drive gears. Okay, I know I'm going to have to cut these two down to be the same, because they're not the same right now. There's like 3 thou difference as I recall. This one's 503. This is 500. Okay, so we got to knock this down to the same height as this one, which is just under a ½ inch. It's just under that 0. So it's a 1/4 of a thou. It's actually about 3/10 less. So I got to blow this down to the same height. We're at 2 3/4 right now. So I got to blow it down to 3 thou. So I'm going to do that with the sandpaper. It's going to take a while. My fingers are just getting healed up from doing the last time I did all the sanding. The other thing I do is I got to lap the oil pump in. So I have an old ball here welded onto the rod. So you just put a little lapping compound on here, and then you stick it inside the pump here like that, and just rotate it like this, and clean up the ball seats. And that'll leave marks in there, and then you just take a ball and you stick it in there and give it a light tap with a steel punch, and that will pound it down flat, and it should seal pretty good. At least better than just being a raw surface. And I don't think we have any used balls to use. Oh, we got 2 over there, so I'll probably use one of mine because I think we're going to reason those. Alright, so let's get the lapping compound first. Let me go grab some lapping compound. Lapping compound. clover. American stuff. Alright, I think this is the one we used before from Luke. Nope, this is not Luke stuff because it's empty. Okay. What grit is this one? This one is, we want something relatively fine. What letter is it? Grade B. B is 240 grit. So where's my other stuff? I don't see it. The Vegas trip, Luke had a bunch of stuff we bought. That's probably what this can is. I used to have two of these. I think I gave him one, so I can't find it. Okay, need a screwdriver. Now, with lapping compound, you want to make sure you don't get anything else than what you're working on. And when you clean it, don't use the same towel as you use for anything else because you don't want to get the lapping compound put in your new motor. It will lap it, which you don't want to do. Okay, this here I think is a little bit finer grit than the other stuff, but we'll find out. I got some in my hand already. Doesn't take much to do what we need to do. Just put a little bit on there like that. Get a dirty towel to use. And I'm going to use this Harley paper here. Take this, put inside our pump. So this is the one that makes it leak. This is your pressure here. You care more about leaking when you're sitting. So you just go like this, you move it around in a circle a bit. Go back and forth, pull up, do it again. So you go like that. The other way you can do it, you can put it in a vise. That. You push harder, you can also do this if you want to. It's just different ways of doing it. I prefer going like this with my fingers and try doing speed bumping. You can feel the grit doing different things. Alright, it's pretty well lapped in. See the lapping pond gets used. Here's my towel right here. So you don't want to transfer this into anything else. It's like food poisoning. You want to transfer your salmonella to your other food. Same thing. Okay. Now we go on the side of the pump over here. Do the same thing. So this one's a pressure valve, so it doesn't really make much difference. It's pretty much always off the seat anyway, so this is the one that matters up here. Alright, that's enough of that one. Fresh compound back up in here. Alright, should be enough. Nice dirty rag to wipe that on. Something nasty you're never going to use on a bike. Okay, that's wiped off. Put this stuff back away. Make sure it's not on your fingers. That's enough of that probably. Okay, get a can of brake clean and clean it out. Come on, get out of the way, tripod. I'm going to blow it outside, blow the oil gallery out. Make sure you get all of this cleaned up. You don't want none of this on your bike. Not even remotely in your bike. Cut that new paint a bit. Yep. Nice fresh paint's coming off. It's not that fresh, but brake clean is aggressive. Okay. Flush job. Really wet now. Hopefully still some silver paint left. Alright. Now you look down the hole in there. You're looking for a nice gray line where the ball would be sitting. And you don't want any imperfections in that area. I can't see that in the camera, but if you blow it up on TV, you can probably see it, or your computer screen. So, it's hard to get the light where you can actually see in there, but anyway, that's what you're looking for. Me, I use my light. You probably do a vacuum test on there. Something like that, I'm sure. It's hard to tell what's going on in there. Looks pretty crappy. But it's a gray line, so the inside of the hole is kind of really rough on there, but there's a ring right across the top of the hole. Looks even as far as I can tell. Okay, so now you take this, we get a ball bearing, stuff a ball bearing in there and beat on it with a hammer. You go over to our toolbox over here and grab some balls. I always keep balls over here in my drawer for this purpose. Ball bearing goes in there like that. Take an aluminum punch, stick it on top. You go bang bang a couple times. Use a steel hammer. Into the pump, not on the floor. Okay. She's been pounded on, so I don't know if you can see any difference in the hole like doing that, but it's in there now. So I don't have any way of pressure testing that because you got so many holes going in there, you can't really vacuum test it. All you can do is lay the ball on there and put a little fluid on top and see what happens, but it's going to drain through all the other parts and contaminate your test anyway, probably. So who knows. Looks like I still got some paint on there, so I'm not going to touch it up. It definitely softened it up around here, you can see it. I just gave it some age effect. It's all eating around the edge in here. Give it some cosmetic improvements, right? Alright, so that's that part. So hopefully that works in the body. Works what we need. Okay. Okay. Well, I gotta go spend some time over here sanding away for about a half hour over here, just like we did before on the oil pump. Got our flat surface right here. Gonna find some sandpaper. A mic. A nice piece of fresh paper. It's not very flat, see? Bowed up. Not very flat. This here is more flat. So this is paper here. I use this on the fork tree. It's 60 grit. Might be a little aggressive. Here's some worn out 120. We've been using that quite a bit lately. This well used, whatever grit this was, 180. So I'm going to use this one right here, I think. If I get over here on the sides where it's not used too much, it should be still fairly aggressive cutting. So it won't be here forever. They'll be here for a while. Okay, that is our thin one, or thick one. Make sure you don't keep grinding on the thin one. Just go like this for a while. It's going to wear my thumb out and make a blister. Now holding on the outside edge, these teeth are really sharp because I've been sanding on them, so they're nice and sharp. So that eats into your finger with holes. So you either get blister or you get holes in your fingers. Now you could put gloves on. That'd be cheating. But it'd be like a leather glove, not a cheap ass cosmetic glove everybody uses. Alright, so I'm going to do this for a while. And we'll come back when we get down 3 thou off. So we'll be back.